Hey friends, happy Wednesday, the 26th of March, third week of Lent. Nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. It's nice to be with you. Take a moment and share with you a reflection on the daily readings. The readings are linked below. Click the link, read the readings prayerfully. Turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. Parish mission next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Here at OLS. Father Jason Marco from Pinedale, Father Rob Spalding from St. Paul's Newman Center in Laramie, and then me, Father Bill Hill, reflecting on this year of hope, all right? So we have readings from Deuteronomy and from Matthew's Gospel today, all about the law, right? What nation has gods as close to it as Israel? And God, who has told them how to love God, how to follow God, how to be blessed by God by following the law. And these are loaded readings, right? Because we read them through Paul. We as Catholics in the United States read it through the Protestant Reformation and like the arguments about like merit and grace and law of God and the role of the church and all of it, And Jesus and his arguments with the Pharisees, all of it. Friday we'll have the great commandment of Jesus. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And as I read this, I want us to just be grateful for the law and for the development and the way that the Lord is with us in structure, but also to not just be legalistic and hung up in the law, right? And we as Catholics can do it in profound ways, right? Like we can get all spun up about, I ate this vegetarian ramen, but then I looked at the ingredients and, next to the bottom is like chicken stock or something. And oh no, did I eat meat on a Friday in Lent? And oh no, right? And we get really twisted up in this stuff. We're like, I tried to get to Mass, but then, I ran into more red lights than I was expecting, and I showed up in the midst of the first reading, and I can't remember if the nuns taught me that was too late, and did I fulfill my Sunday observance? Or, I did my taxes, and I gave 9.8%, but I didn't give 10%. Let's say 9.4, right, because that rounds down. Oh no, did I do enough? And we can get hung up in the law. Man, and it's good, the law provides structure and safety and encouragement and goal and all of that stuff, but it's not about the law. It's about being transformed in love, and ultimately that's the direction of the law. So as you read that first reading, to be aware that God reveals God's self to us in the law, but also in love. That love is the fulfillment of the law. And that's the gospel. So now I'm switching gears, right? You can see that I'm kind of riffing a little bit more than reading line by line. But, remember that Matthew's presentation of Jesus was to a Jewish Christian community, maybe with some Gentiles in it. It's the most Jewish of all the gospels. And so, these folks might have been observing the 613 commandments of Moses as they also attempted to follow Jesus. And maybe running into some of the ways that those things would interact and butt heads with each other. And this Jesus, this expression of Jesus, as Matthew shares with this community, came to fulfill the law. And none of the law is going to pass away. And different Christians in the first generation of following Jesus had different interpretations of how Jesus interacted with the law. But again, this isn't about ritual purity. This isn't about food. This isn't about the color of the thread that we use to stitch our clothes or our haircuts or relations between men and women or Jews and Gentiles or how we plant our crops in our field. This is about so much more than that. This is about the love of God, the love of each other. The way that Jesus Christ is renewing us and transforming us. So anyway, read those readings prayerfully, right? And see what sticks with you, where you find yourself today in your experience of structure and law and expectations and, community action and all of it. and also that individual way that the Lord is working in our hearts and in our lives and in our minds, and ways that can be challenging even for ourselves to experience. All right, friends, read those readings prayerfully. Turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. Happy Wednesday, y'all. God bless.